Welcome to Bill Dance Saltwater. Great fun fishing that anyone can do. Yes, you can do this.
This week, Bill returns to one of his favorite places on the Gulf Coast, the famous Emerald Coast near Destin, Florida. This area beckons all, partly because of its warm emerald green tides, crystal clear waters, and white sand beaches. And then there's the fishing. Man, it would take an encyclopedia-sized manual to say enough about the great fishing here in Choctawhatchee Bay. It's an inlet of the Gulf of Mexico fed by the Choctawhatchee River that begins in southern Alabama and runs 140 miles into the bay in northwest Florida. According to Bill Dance, the fishing here is much better than good year-round for several species. Today, Bill and his good buddy Captain Josh Nelson from Outcast Fishing Charters plan to demonstrate exactly how they corral the big reds that frequent this area. They'll be using live bait, and you'll quickly see why it's considered such a super fishing area. They'll be fishing north of the Destin Bridge near an area called Crab Island, where the reds are scatter feeding, mostly on small schools of live mullet.
If we were freelining right here, it'd be hard to keep that bait right close to that ledge, wouldn't it?
That's right.
So the bait would swim off and
Go wherever it wants to go.
Yeah. Yep. So we've got these baits positioned across that ledge pretty good. If the fish move up and run the ledge, we've got it covered from way out here all the way up to here.
That's right.
So it's not a big drop. In other words, it's like a 2-foot drop right in there.
That's right.
So a 2 ounce would be a little bit too light, right?
I would say so. Just for the simple fact we have a little bit of a wind. We've got a little bit of a current as well. Having the two together, better be safe than sorry. The bigger the better right now, just so it will keep it in that one same spot.
You know, I've asked you this before. If you had 1 month of the year to come here and catch these big bulls, when would the time be?
September is a phenomenal month. You get a lot of bait influx here, as well as your redfish are coming in to spawn. Some from the Gulf, some from our bay, but they like hanging around this bridge, they like hanging around this island right here, due to what we've been talking about, your ledges, your holes, and your structure.
Incoming tide, outgoing tide, what's the best?
I prefer an outgoing tide, and it pushes the bait through here, so your redfish kind of get more active. Plus your water's a little bit dirtier, so your chances are a little bit better, the way the redfish doesn't see it as well.
But we've got clear water now.
Bill, get that rod on the left for me. He's on. Need me to move that rod?
Yeah, the one on the left, yeah. There we go to town, man. Let me see if I can turn him back.
You can't turn that fish right now.
I turned him. Now he's going back this way. Smoke that drag, boy. Whoa. They want to go, they go.
Pound for pound, that's probably one of the stronger fish we have in our bay.
Would bet. Woo. You find that you do so much better with spinning versus conventional tackle or bait casting?
I like it. It's easier to use for my customers. I don't get as many backlashes myself in it. I'm not real familiar with it myself, so all in all, it's way better for me to use a spin tackle than it is any bait caster. Because on a lot of my trips, I get a lot of first-time anglers, and I'll actually teach them while we're out there on a charter how to use this.
Whoa. Nice.
Perfect hook placement, Mr. Dance.
That was a fun fish. Good fight. Hello. How you doing? And goodbye. Yes.
Bill Dance Saltwater is sponsored in part by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Quantum Rods and Reels. Quantum, performance tuned. And by Mercury Marine. Go boldly.
Today's Conditions Log is brought to you by Bill Dance Digital. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube for great information that can improve your fishing.
Look at the bombers coming in. There's bullet on the bar. Look, boing. Look at boing, boing, boing. You're getting a hit on that rod. He's on. Get him. Whoa, look at here already. First, you want this rod out of your way?
Please, sir.
You know, Josh, we've been friends and fishing together here in Destin close to 10 years now. And you know, you've lived here practically all your life and you've seen a lot of growth. What makes Destin so attractive to tourism?
Destin brings a lot of people to the area for several reasons. One, look over our shoulder, pretty green water, real crystal clear beaches, pretty white sand. Our weather's always great. Normally 8 to 10 months out of the year, you're looking at least 75 degrees plus. Not to mention the family fun you have here. You have golfing, obviously the beaches, you have fishing, many other amenities, water parks, great hotels, great amenities in the hotels. One of the newer hotels, the Henderson Golf and Beach Resort here and Spa, they're one of the newer hotels. It's pretty popular amongst my guests that I take fishing.
Nice fish.
All right, there he is. Here, Drummond. There's your hook.
Got him. Got the hook. Yamagata did what it's supposed to do, right in the corner.
Here, I'm gonna let you take him.
You won't let me take him.
It's your fish. Nice, red in the morning.
First thing in
Hey,
the morning.
baby. Big fat, look how fat that one is. Listen to him drum.
Here?
Listen. Talk to me. Boom. You can hear the side of it.
Good 35, 36 inches.
Yeah.
About 30 pounder.
Goodbye. How many days a year do you guide? Almost 200, you told me one time?
Yeah, right about it.
About 200 days
That's
a year?
right.
And most of your trips are for what? Reds?
Red
or
fishing.
Just
speckled
redfish?
trout. In the wintertime, we do a lot of sheephead fishing, black drum fishing, and flounder fishing.
Yeah.
And we still catch some redfish in the wintertime too. The big ones like what we're catching today aren't as plentiful. There's a few left here, but we'll fish around some docks and stuff like that for our keeper redfish in the slot 18 to 27 inches.
Most of the trips out of Destin, are they inshore or mostly offshore?
I'd say it's a 50-50 mix.
It's a 50-50
I would
mix.
say so. In the years past, there wasn't many inshore guides. Now it's getting pretty plentiful. I'd probably say there's over 30 inshore guides now.
And most of that is redfish.
Redfishing.
So, we talked about September being a prime month, but you can catch them down here, like you said, 12 months a year.
That's right. Open up.
Got him, buddy. There you go. Woo. Here's your pliers. Big old fish. Got him?
Man, look at the size of the head on that guy. Or girl.
Say.
Look at them crushers right there. Look inside there. Look what he crushes them baits with. All right, little guy. Here we go.
Today's show is brought to you in part by Mako boats, building legends for over 40 years. Gamakatsu, world's finest hooks. And by Bill Dance exclusive rods by Quantum. Today's show is sponsored in part by Berkeley. Catch more fish. Garmin, bite your fish, not your fish finder. And by Mystic Lubricants, lubrication domination.
Today's equipment log is brought to you in part by Gamakatsu, because the fish of a lifetime only comes once in a lifetime.
Fish on, fish on, fish on.
Ooh, look at him go. You can tell the difference in about a 20-pounder and a 35-pounder. I'm telling you. I mean, there's a big, big, big difference.
He's got you till you get him in the boat. They come alive when they stick that Gamakatsu in their mouth, don't they?
They do. He doesn't like his bubble. Okay, I'm gonna bring him up to you.
Am I on this backside?
Here you go. We'll slide him in here to you.
Come on with it.
You hook pretty good?
Yes, sir. Right where that hook should be.
Red, 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 red. There you go.
Smiled right for the Boca grip.
There it is. Popped it right out. Boing. That big dorsal fin. That big old fan tail right there, that's where they get that, how broad that tail is. Okay, bye-bye. You know, this is our playground. It's the closest thing we've got to saltwater, you know, from home. This is our backyard, it really is. I mean,
No doubt about it.
you know, you look at Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky. This is the closest saltwater we've got, so it's amazing. You know, I walk around town and say, hey, you know, we're from Memphis, or we're from Little Rock, or
A lot of good buddies come here, huh?
yeah, we're from Nashville, we're from Lexington. You know, they're all around. You know, they come right here because it's closest.
That's right.
It's a great place to come.
During the fall, like now, you get a big influx of bait. These redfish are coming in from the Gulf. Some of them are coming in from the back of the bay, staging around this area, hunting this bait. We're fishing a flat basically right here, which pushes the bait to the top. There's a redfish over there now. There's a bunch of mullet in this area. Basically the bait, the temperature changing, and them spawning makes for 3 good ideas to come around this area for them to stage, and that's where we come to fish.
So in other words, way back this way you've got deep water.
That's right.
And of course you can see all this shallow water out here behind us.
That's right.
And then you've got deep water back this way.
That's
And
right.
of course the Gulf of Mexico, I'm looking at it right here, just right here in front of us, not a half a mile. Incoming tide goes over this bar and pushes bait that way, and then outgoing, it just brings bait
Vice
coming
versa.
back this way. So the fish lay here, they feed up on the bar.
They're waiting
and
for it.
it's just a perfect spot for them.
Yep. The better tide being the outgoing tide, water's a little bit more murkier. Therefore, the redfish don't see your hook, your line, depending on how big a leader you use.
But we got pretty clear water right now, though.
It is very clear. The lack of rain and vegetation, you know, kind of filters our water. As you can see, the water is real clear. We just got the best bait in the world out there fishing for them.
So croakers are without question the best bait.
By far.
Another nice one. He wear you down?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Say goodbye, big boy.
The Bill Dance Question and Answer of the Week is brought to you by Bill Dance Exclusive Rods by Quantum. Whether you're fishing for panfish, bass, catfish, or light saltwater, we have an action for you. Available at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's.
What's the most important tip on how to catch a monster snook? As my dear friend and fishing guide Peter Deek says, in clear water, it's your terminal tackle. These fish are extremely cautious. Use a thin diameter 20-pound braid, fluorocarbon leader, and a 5/0 inline Gamakatsu circle hook. Connect the fluorocarbon leader to the main line with a knot, no swivel. A must to fool the snook's ever watchful eye.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort, and by Finn Nor, legendary tackle since 1933. Closed captioning provided by the Bill Dance Store. Check us out online.
Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin and their GPS map series, chart plotter sonar combos. With advanced sonar technology like Chirp and exclusive Panoptix all-seeing sonar, you'll spend less time finding your fish.
Can't begin to tell you how many times this past year I've been fishing a great shallow water area and catching good fish, only to have the wind come up and blow me away. So doggone aggravating. Well, along came what I call my ready-made anchor, Power Pole. Since then, I promise no more rushing to fish a favorite shallow water spot or area because of dreaded winds.
Come be a part of Bill Dance Digital. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow us.
Hey Bill, there's a fish on that rod right there.
You got it. You got it.
He's on it.
I have not made a turn on him yet.
That can be a good thing.
I might get one turn here. 2, 3. I got 3 turns on him. We're using X9 braid that Berkeley just came out with. We've got American fishing wire, 100-pound crane barrel swivel, and we've got that attached to about a 20-inch section.
That's right.
Of Berkeley fluorocarbon leader. And then on the end of that, we've got a 4/0 octopus Gamakatsu hook attached to that.
That's right.
So that's an ideal hook for the size bait that we're fishing with. You got one on?
I do. I told you this rod was gonna go off.
You making any headway?
I ain't turning yet. I ain't even tried to touch the wheel. Oh, there's the first 2. Just took all that back.
Look at the size of that plank out there.
They're killing me. Hey.
There's a big, look at him out there on top of the water. What are you doing? You still?
Anything he lets me do.
Boy, that big old broad tail, he flicks that thing. Where are you going?
Wherever the fish goes. I'm whipped, Bill. How about you, buddy?
Come on with yours. I still can't get this man. He just keeps turning on me. This is a big, big fish. Can you bogey, man? I'm gonna have to get the net on this one. You got yours? You're gonna probably have to net him.
You think? Let's try to boca it.
This is the biggest one I've had.
Caught fish and a giant.
Well, he's 40.
Every bit.
Huh?
Every bit of it.
Woo, what a fish. Whew, that's 40.
Every bit. Oh my gosh.
All right, I got him. Look at that fish. Here, donk. Look at that. You got yours in the boat?
Yes, sir.
Look at that.
Give him a kiss.
Hello. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna turn them loose. Ready? All right, buddy. Here we go.
Bye-bye.
Woo! Good deal. Woo! Man.
There's no doubt the sparkling clear emerald green water here along the Gulf Coast makes this area near Destin, Florida, one of Mid-America's playgrounds. The fishing here is fantastic, not only for redfish, but for many other species as well. And if you get the chance to visit this beautiful area in Northwest Florida, give our buddy Captain Josh Nelson of Outcast Fishing Charters a call. You won't be disappointed. Just remember, this is something you can do. Yes, you can do this. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Bill Dance Saltwater.
We hope you've enjoyed Bill Dance Saltwater and learned that you can do this. Please join us right here again next week.